Welcome to the Link. I'm Dale.
And I'm Winky. So Dale, how was your week?
That's pretty good. About the end of school, and that makes it even better.
It does. However, we've got some activities here on school campus going on. Fun in the sun. I actually was on a mechanical bull. Kind of broke a nail and fell off. Wasn't too fun.
Well, I guess that sounds like a load of bull. But anyway, hey, in campus news, last night, Chattanooga State graphic and web design students revealed their work at a portfolio show in the Health Science Center. Here's a look at their work.
And they came to our class, and it was a class project. Every student had designed their own brochure and have given words to work with. And I wanted the words not to overwhelm the person reading this. Another thing they wanted was to have a little poster in it, so that's why it's made like this. You take it and you open it.
Also, at the Broad Street Film Festival, the Chattanooga State Media Club premiered their first short film, First Zombie Movie. The turnout at the downtown Majestic 12 Theater was spectacular, with 5 local colleges represented. Awards will be given out Saturday, April 24th at the Tivoli Theater. You can watch the film online at youtube.com/CSM3DIA. That's the Media Technology Program's YouTube channel.
You know, Dale, it's really awesome to see our media club here, actually working on some real Hollywood production. But let's go into some Hollywood news that's happening this week in Hollywood.
After being betrayed and left for dead, members of a CIA Special Forces team hunt down the man who double-crossed them, the ruthless CIA agent Max. But Max is heavily guarded and has his own plans to spark a global war. Based on the Vertigo comic, The Losers is rated PG-13. In the backup plan, Jennifer Lopez stars as a single woman whose biological clock is ticking. Ironically, she meets her potential soulmate on the day she decides to become a mother through artificial insemination. Although he ends up committing to the idea, they eventually begin to wonder if their relationship was really meant to be. The backup plan is rated PG-13. It's filmed in the planet's oceans. Pierce Brosnan narrates an ecological drama documentary investigating the wonders and dangers of the aquatic world. With a special release on Earth Day, Oceans is rated G.
Well, it looks like a few good movies out there.
Yeah, there's a couple out there. I'm just more focused on the end of the semester and trying to get through with the end of the semester. So let's,
No time for movies, in other words.
at this time, no.
Well, in other news, opening statements begin this week in the trial of the 22-year-old Tennessee college student charged with hacking into Sarah Palin's email account. David Cornell is the son of Tennessee state lawmaker Mike Cornell. He was a college student when prosecutors say he hacked into the Yahoo account Palin sometimes used for state business. At the time, Palin was Alaska's governor and the GOP candidate for vice president. She may testify in the trial. Cornell faces 4 felony charges. A conviction on all counts could get him 50 years in prison.
Oh my goodness, that's a long time. I'd be dead by then.
Yeah, I think that'd be most of my life. So what's also going on in Tennessee?
We've got some animal cruelty actually happening here in Tennessee. Animal control officers removed more than 60 dogs from a filthy house. Officers say the floors of the Knoxville home were covered with almost 6 inches of dog waste. 2 people are in police custody facing animal abuse charges. Officers say they found 3 dead dogs, and many of them were unhealthy. Animal control says it's the worst case animal abuse they've seen in the county here in Tennessee.
Wow, that is really sad.
It really is, but you know what? We got some more dogs. Let's take a look at national sports.
Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger was suspended Wednesday for 6 games for violating the NFL's personal conduct policy. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell has ordered Roethlisberger to undergo a comprehensive behavioral evaluation, which could reduce the suspension to 4 games. If he does miss all 6 games, it would cost him an estimated $2.8 million in salary. The Orlando Magic took a 2-0 lead Wednesday night after drowning the Charlotte Bobcats 92-77. The powerful duo of Dwight Howard and Vince Carter weren't perfect, but good enough to get the win. The Magic were able to take advantage of 21 Bobcat turnovers. The Spurs look to tie Game 2 against their in-state rivals, the Mavericks. Tim Duncan added 25 points for San Antonio, who win it 102-88. The Phillies sent Roy Halladay to the mound to try and halt a 3-game losing streak Wednesday night. He did just that by throwing a 5-hitter for his first NL shutout and complete game. Tiger Woods has added 2 more tournaments to his schedule. Woods entered the Players' Championship and the AT&T National, which benefits his foundation. Last week, Woods entered the Quail Hollow Championship that will take place in Charlotte, North Carolina, starting April 29th. An overtime thriller in the Stanley Cup playoffs between the Bruins and the Sabres. The Bruins trailed by a goal in the 3rd period when Patrice Bergeron put the puck past Olympic MVP Ryan Miller. In the 2nd overtime, Boston's Miroslav Shatan beats Miller again to give the Bruins the 3-2 win and 1 win away from advancing. For Headline News, I'm David Pierce.
So, Tiger Woods is really back, huh? What do you think of that?
We think so, but I actually caught that glove off, and there is not a ring on that left hand. So, and his wife is out of the country at this time.
Well, that just means there's more girls left in the country.
I guess so.
Well, in other sports, Mike and Derek had an interview with the owner of the Urban Rocks Gym. Let's take a look.
My name's Chris. I'm one of the co-owners at Urban Rocks. It's a first indoor full rock climbing facility. We have bouldering as well as rope climbing. There really wasn't one in the city, so we kind of saw the opportunity and worked for a couple of years on getting it together. And by luck of the draw, we kind of lucked out with the bank and made it happen. Oh, there's a large climbing community. If you look around, Chattanooga's got tons of different places to rock climb outdoors, and it makes a perfect opportunity for an indoor climbing gym just because inclement weather like today, people will be coming in to have a good time and continue training. We have guys in their mid-40s all the way down to 5-year-olds. All sorts of classes, whether it's bouldering, rope climbing, lead climbing, brand new to the sport, or if you've been climbing for a few years and you want to develop the skills to break to a different level. It is going to be a bit strenuous, particularly if you start out just bouldering. It's going to probably tear your hands up just because your footwork isn't perfected yet, and that's kind of the key to climbing, is keeping your weight over your feet. And a lot of beginners, when they go into a bouldering wall, they just it's all arms, so that tends to trash the skin on their hands. Just to start slow and don't get overexcited and try and do too much in too short a period of time. That's an easy way to get injured or to wear out your skin and your muscles in your forearms. Well, with the climbing itself, there's all sorts of different injuries from overuse of elbows and shoulders, but most likely with injuries with climbers who've been doing it for a while tend to be more finger injuries, tendon-related injuries. Kind of injuries you would see in the gym are more or less just falling on the edge of a mat, rolling an ankle. Just to make sure you have a spotter, make sure when you fall where you are in the air, where you're going to land, and try and hit the middle of the pad as opposed to the gutter where 2 pads come together where the edge.
So that's it for this episode of The Link. Thank you for watching this semester, and be sure to tune in this fall for a new shot of The Link at Chattanooga State.
And we're going to actually leave you with some fun in the sun, which we told you about a little earlier. So let's take a look at that. Have a great summer and see you back next semester, guys.